Hi everyone, welcome to your final math lesson of the week. It's Mr. Mills here again, and let's start by saying well done to those people who persevered yesterday and did the best they could with some very tricky subtraction calculations involving fractions. Hopefully I didn't scare you too much. I know there was a lot to get through yesterday and quite a number of different methods to look at. But well done to those people who gave it a go and sent me their work. Don't be too unduly concerned, particularly with things like that, which are quite advanced and quite difficult. If you found certain bits tricky to do, it's completely understandable. We will go back over that sort of thing when we are back together in class. So don't be worrying if even if you had a go at it, you're still not quite confident with it. What I have decided to do today is move away from subtraction. Like I said, we'll come back to that at a later date. We're going to look at today multiplying, again involving fractions and whole numbers. Let's get into our first example then. Let's have a look, first of all, at 3 lots of 2/7. 3 lots of 2/7. Remember that multiplication? It does mean times, it does mean lots of. And remember, multiplication is essentially repeated addition, isn't it? It's asking for lots of something. I'm going to use a bar model again to represent it. And then I'm going to show you a second method in a moment using a number line. So 3 lots of 2/7. Essentially, what it's asking me to do there is 2/7 add 2/7 add 2/7. That's what lots of means, isn't it? If I'm doing that on a bar model, nice and straightforward. In this case, I only need 1 bar. I'm shading in 2/7. I'm shading in 2/7 this fraction, and I'm shading in 2/7 for that fraction. So in total, I've got 6/7 shaded in. I've essentially done 3 times 2, which has given me 6. And sometimes you might see it shown like this, with that being the numerator, number 1 being the denominator, and doing 3 times 2 and 1 times 7. That's how we would multiply a number by a fraction. Quick second example, just to check we're okay with that. Let's have a go at, again, this time we'll have a look at times by 3, but we'll do 3/10 times 3. Remember, multiplication can work either way. So just because a fraction's first this time doesn't mean that it would affect our thinking, because 3 times 3/10 is the same as 3/10 times 3. 3 lots of the fraction in this case, which is 3/10. So again, pull my bar model in, because you've got a couple of questions today that use the bar model. Essentially, it's asking me for 3 lots of 3/10. So, oops, 3/10. Oh my goodness. Add 3/10. Plus another 3/10. So let's shade them in. 3/10, 3/10, 3/10. When I add them all together, 3 add 3 is 6. Add a further 3, as you can see on my bar, would give me, in total, 9/10. Yeah? Remember? Could have done it by putting it over a denominator of 1, but the bar model and this way of showing it here kind of explains it further. If I just showed you how to do it by putting the denominator as 1, I'm just teaching you a trick, aren't I? I'm just teaching you something to remember. whereas this hopefully is showing you actually what's going on here. What do 3 lots of 3/10 look like? What is it the question's asking me? That's what the pictorial method here is kind of highlighting for us. You'll get a couple of those questions to start you off this morning. Just another quick thing to show you before I go today. I won't keep you for 17 minutes like I did yesterday. It is Friday after all. We're going to have a look at this type of question. And again, you'll have time to practice this today. But I promise you, I'm not going to frazzle your brain like I might have yesterday. So we're going to have a look at, it'd be helpful if I wrote the right question, wouldn't it? 4 times 2/5, or 4 lots of 2/5. So it can be shown in the bar model. It can also be shown on a number line, which I have here. So 4 lots of 2/5. Again, we could really quickly put it over a denominator of 1 and then multiply numerator and denominator and have the answer. That's great. The more you do it, the more you practice it, the more that I might sink in, the more you might understand it. But being a teacher and making sure that you have an actual understanding of what's going on, not just what trick Mr. Mills has shown me, means that you're more likely to remember it if I'm giving you these skills, looking at bar models and looking at number lines. So 4 lots of 2/5. My number line here, I've got jumping up in fifths. 1/5, 2/5, 3/5, 4/5, 5/5, which we know is the same as 1 whole. So I'm doing 4 lots of 2/5. So I'm jumping 2/5 every time, right? That's 2/5, yeah? 1/5, 2/5. I'm doing 4 lots of those jumps. So that's 1 lot, 2 lots, 3 lots, 4 lots. Yeah, each time I've added 2/5. I've added 2/5 again. It's repeated addition, isn't it? Like I've just shown you a minute ago with the previous example, it's doing the same thing several times over, because that's kind of what multiplication is. It's repeatedly doing the same thing to get your answer. So I've done 2/5 at 2/5 at 2/5 at 2/5. So 2/5 at 2/5 is 4/5. And another 2/5 is 6/5. And another 2/5 is 8/5. Again, if we're going to the method of putting your number 4, let's just move it up. Can I move it? Yes, oh, yes, I can. If I go back to doing it over a denominator of 1, using a so-called trick, 4 times 2 would give me 8, and 1 times 5 would give me 5. Hey presto, we have the same answer. But this is just showing you the process. This is just showing you what's actually going on. This is just a quick little something that you may later down the line forget. Hopefully this will stick more in your mind. That's why we're doing it like that. Now, before I finish, I can actually convert that. You know I can. You know, hopefully you could sit there and tell me straight away, well, actually, Mr. Mills, you've got 1 full group of 5. If I've got 8/5 in total, you've got 1 full group if you put all the fifths together to make 1 whole, and you've got 3/5 remaining, which gives you your answer as a mixed number fraction of 1 and 3/5. Correct? It does. Either answer, again, would be suitable, unless it asks you for your answer in a certain way. If it says give your answer as a mixed number fraction, then you've got to make sure you do it. If it doesn't say that, either answer would be accepted. So bar model questions to start off with, a few on the number line, and then a few either using that method, the number line method, or if you're okay with it, using this method like that. Good luck. Have a go at doing the questions I'm setting you. I will set you some work on My Maths as well. If you do want to go onto there and have a bit more practice, you are more than welcome to do so. I'll set that homework so you've got about a week to finish it. So you might not want to do it today, but at some point over the next week or so, you might want to go on there and give it a go just to make sure you're confident with this. Good luck this morning. Let us know how you get on. Have a nice weekend, and I will see you on Monday.